So starting the test drive in this Colorado ZR2, you definitely feel like you are in a lifted Colorado as opposed to driving just a standard 23. I've driven a couple of those and this one just feels much more aggressive. So that's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm gonna try and lean the seat back to get a wider angle. Now I don't want to give it too much throttle, but this has a few miles on it, so I'm gonna let it have just a little bit as I get on the interstate here if I can. So here we go. So it certainly gets up to speed with ease. And I have the adaptive cruise on now, cruising at 76. So pretty good at holding the speed there. And of course it'll keep that safe distance between yourself and the vehicle in front of you. Now you are supposed to get 16 miles per gallon city, 16 highway. Now with it pushing these off-road tires and everything, that's probably why that and the lift is why the fuel economy is not great. But if you're coasting downhill or something, that'll probably be where you see some astronomical numbers. So I'm sure this varies quite a bit, just depending on where you're driving. But road noise, of course, is pretty prevalent. Nothing terrible, but it is there. In a good way for most people, I think. Now, I do think this is a pretty expensive truck to be $65,000. I mean, you have a 4-cylinder, turbocharged 4-cylinder, but I mean a 4-cylinder engine. And then on top of that, you have an 8-speed automatic transmission. And usually for that kind of price point, you don't see that kind of powertrain. You usually see like Audi twin turbo V6s or something like that. But in this scenario, it's still quite an impressive setup here. I mean, it's really quick. It sounds great. And I'm sure with everything that comes on this ZR2 Desert Boss, it's pretty capable in off-road scenarios. But again, it's a pretty high price point. I don't know if Tacoma's gonna release something like this. I would expect the Ranger Raptor, if that does come out, when it comes out, to be around this price point. Will the powertrain be a little bit better? I don't know. Now I will say, again, $10,000 of that 65 grand sticker is the Desert Boss Special Edition, so 55 grand still gets you a ZR2. But I don't know, I like the Desert Boss package with all you get there, just how menacing it looks, having that light bar there. It's just, I think it's sick. But all in all, if you're looking for something like this, you know what it is, you know what you can expect to pay. So it's still an impressive truck. Now, is it worth the money? That's up to you to decide. And this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2023 Chevy Colorado ZR2 Desert Boss.